One of the biggest questions every ACCA student has is which order should I do my ACCA papers in? This is something that I was extremely confused with, but I found a method that worked for me and hopefully will work for you. So let's start. The order I took my ACCA papers in, plus how badly each one humbled me. So the pattern that I adopted was attempting a theory-based paper and then a calculation-based paper alternatively. This personally helped me get a break from calculation-based papers once I was done with them, and I could relax and study theory, which in my opinion were easier papers. I started with PT, which is theory-based, pretty straightforward, and honestly a good confidence boost. Then I started preparing for MA, which was extremely calculation-based, and I hated it. I was working at the time and it just wasn't clicking, so halfway through, I decided to start preparing FA and get that over with. FA was much easier for me, and I actually enjoyed it and scored really well. Then I went back and finished MA. After that, I did law because I needed a break from calculations, and I really enjoyed it. It was very interesting. Then I moved on to FR, and I struggled with consolidation. I remember being stuck on that topic for so long, and knowing that it was a compulsory question in the exam terrified me, and 15 days before the exam, I still couldn't figure it out. I finally found a free video to follow. I watched it a couple of times and finally everything clicked. Follow if you want to know the free resources I used while self-studying. Then I did AA because it felt like the natural next step after FR. AA, however, had the lowest passing rates, which terrified me again. However, it turns out AA isn't technically difficult, it's just that it's very specific. After that, I did tax, and honestly, that was the hardest one from level 2 for me because it took me a really long time to actually get a grip of it. Everyone talks about PM being scary, but tax took me way longer to get comfortable with, and I found it extremely lengthy. This was also the first paper that I decided to take a course for it because I could not figure it out on my own, and I would recommend you guys to do the same. I was also actually preparing PM slowly alongside tax. PM wasn't my favorite because it's basically MA's older brother, and we already know how I feel about MA. Then finally FM, which was the last paper of level 2, and I found it more interesting than I expected and probably easier than PM and tax. Its syllabus was also surprisingly pretty short and easy to get over with. So in my ACCA journey so far, MA and tax were the real villains.